And step number 8 for me of manifesting your desires is take inspired action. Now, I think that what I've seen a lot of people do who are manifesting something, who really are desiring something and who are really looking to actualize that into their physical realm, is think that they can kind of just sit back and wait for something to happen. And I think that you have to take action for things to happen. As I've said before in my other points, manifestation is not purely magic. It's not kind of, well, I can ask for this and then the universe is just going to supply it. If you're looking to manifest a really good job, you've got to look for it, look for the signs of it, look for, you've done your meditating, you've done your EFTing, you've done your visualizing. Take the action to make this happen. So I'm not talking about kind of beating the pavements, and I don't think it's wise to take action out of, as I said, fear, to take action out of feeling that you have to. I've taken action because, you feel that you've got to do your bit, but it is important to take action when you're meant to take the action, and it's important to take action when you're feeling inspired. So if you're looking to create a job that's more in line with your skills, that you feel happier doing, that you feel more aligned with, then there's no point in saying, I want to create an opportunity for a job, and then sitting on your backside and just expecting someone to knock on your door and say, hiya, I have a job for you. It might happen that way, but more than likely you're going to need to kind of align yourself in that moment, in the now, with that job. So say for example you're looking for a job that's quite rare, you're looking for a job that it's very difficult to come by, it's quite specific, it's quite niche, and you've spoken to the universe, I'd like to manifest a job in this particular field. I think my skills are more suited to that, I'm happier doing that, and I'd like to manifest it in this particular area. I'd like to manifest it with a really good company, a company that look after its staff, a company that will make me feel welcome, a company that have really good people in it, a company that I feel comfortable working in. The job needs to be really well paid, potentially with lots of travel. So you're asking the universe for all of to align you with all of this good stuff. You feel really aligned, you feel really in tune with it, you feel that there's no resistance to it, you feel that you're really, you feel that this job is yours, you feel that it's for the taking, it's yours. But you don't go for the opportunity when it arises. So you've asked the universe for all of this stuff, to align you with all of this stuff, but yet when the paper is thrown through your letterbox, is pushed through your letterbox, you don't take the time to look in it, even though inside of yourself you think, I should take a look in the job sections of those paper. You decide to go and sit down and watch TV because the universe is taking care of all of it. The universe at that particular time is actually saying, there you go, there's a job in there that you could go for, that's really down your street. You've been asking and asking and asking for this, and there you go, I've put the paper through your door and you haven't bothered looking in the job section. Take inspired action. If you're inspired to do something, if your intuition, and all inspiration really is intuition speaking to you as far as I'm concerned. So when your intuition speaks to you, when the voice of God is in your ear saying, take that direction, take that path, because I think that you might have some luck or success on that path, or why don't you go into the shop and pick up a magazine, maybe a magazine that you've never bought before, but pick that magazine up or that paper up, you know, you think to yourself, well, should I pick that up? Well, okay. Pick it up, look in the back, there's a few jobs in there and it's exactly what you were looking for. Bingo, wow, okay. I don't usually read that paper, I don't usually read that magazine, I never buy those things, but I bought it today and wow, my ideal job is in there. That's just the universe saying to you, there you go, there you go. You've taken the action. There's the success, there's the proof, there's the manifestation right there in front of your eyes. So when you're feeling inspired, when you're feeling really in the now, when you're really feeling completely at one with yourself, completely at ease, completely in that vibration, completely in that headspace, in that feeling, in that moment, don't ignore it. If you feel like you should go and do that, if you feel like you should go and take the action, go and take the action. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore when the universe is speaking to you. Take the action, because you never know what that could lead to. And my final tip for manifesting your heart's desires is let it go and let it breathe. That's my advice. That's my final bit of advice on this tip. I think it's very easy when you really have a desire to really hold on to it, to really hold on to, is it going to happen or isn't it? To continue manifesting, even when you're so tired, you've had a long day at work and you come in and you think, oh, I better meditate, because if I don't meditate then it won't come to fruition. I better visualize, I better do some EFT. I think the worst thing that anyone can do is hold on to a desire in a really unhealthy, in a really negative way, because essentially you're holding on to the lack of what it is that you're desiring rather than the expectancy and the excitement of it coming into your life. So you put your desire out there and you're continuously meditating, you're continuously visualizing, you're continuously EFTing, because you're actually doing it through fear. And again, all these things tying together that I've spoken about, manifesting through fear, manifesting through, you know, feeling that something's not going to happen, holding on too tightly to stuff because again you're fearing that it's not going to happen. Whereas if you just let go, let God, if you just let go and allow it to manifest in your world, you would be surprised at how quickly that manifestation would actually come. Now, I'm not saying that it would come tomorrow, I'm not saying that it would come next week, and I'm not saying that it would come in a month's time, but I'm saying that it will come at exactly the right time that it needs to come at. The problem is that when things don't manifest in due course, it's usually because we're holding it at bay, and we hold it at bay by continuously holding on to it manifesting in our world. And when we're holding on to things manifesting, it means that we're holding on to the contrast. We're holding on to the very thing that brought us to the decision of what we wanted to manifest in the first place. So again, we come back to the point, don't be disappointed when things don't manifest as quickly as you want. If you're consistently beating the drum that something hasn't manifested, then you're consistently beating that drum of lack. And when you're consistently beating the drum of lack is exactly what you get. You get exactly the energy that you put out there is what you get back in. So what I would definitely say is let go, let God, let go, and just allow the universe to unfold the desire to you. Don't be so close to it. Don't be so frantic about it. Don't be so chaotic about it, because you're just creating more frantic feelings. You're just creating more chaos, and you're just creating more fear, and you're just creating more desperation. There are two ways that I believe that you can let go of a desire and have it come in a really healthy way, and in a way that you can still meditate, visualize, and EFT. The first way I would say is if you simply enjoy the feeling of visualizing the desire, then yeah, get up in the morning or at night or whenever it is that you feel comfortable enough to go visualize about your desire, and set that time and go and do it then, and visualize and feel really good about it, and you know, really get yourself into that space of having that thing manifested in your life already. But don't do it with the intention of trying to make that visualization manifest, of trying to make that desire manifest. Do it with the intention. You can do it at first, I believe, with the intention of manifesting a desire. But I think when it gets to a point when that thing is done and where you're at risk of really ruining your chances of having that thing materialize in your life through doubt and through fear, then I think you need to stop. I think you need then, if you enjoy visualizing anyway, and it's something you just, what I would say is meditate, visualize, EFT, all you want. But make sure when you finish doing those things that you put them away, that you forget about it and you go about your business. And if you want something to manifest, but you don't want to keep banging the drum off wanting it to manifest, but you enjoy visualizing and meditating and all that good stuff anyway, then either just meditate for general stuff, visualize on general stuff, EFT on general stuff, or if you want to be specific about that thing because you just enjoyed doing the visualization for the desire that you have, then still do those steps, meditate, visualize, EFT, whatever it is that you do, but do it for fun and then leave it. The other way to do it is, once you've reached the pinnacle of your vibration, once you know and feel within your spirit that yes, it has manifested, yes, I've released what I wanted to release to the universe has got the details and it's taken care of it now, then just leave it and ignore it and focus on something else. Again, if you love the feeling of visualizing, then, you know, just be more general with what you're visualizing, or, you know, be more general with what you're meditating about, or be more general with what you're EFTing about, or, you know, just don't bother doing those things at all, or just visualize about another desire that you have. Because once you forget about the other thing that you put out to the universe, then you're actually allowing that to come into your world. You're actually really allowing that to come in, because you're not holding so tightly onto it. Holding on to stuff is holding on to resistance. So don't hold on to it, because we're not acknowledging any lack anymore. We know it's manifested. We know that the work is actually done and the universe is managing the detail. So that's the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed those tips on manifestation. See you soon.